Radari Oharo writes, could DC become more successful than Marvel after, let's say, they have released around 8 films?
Well, speaking of AMC Mailbag, this kind of came up on Mailbag this weekend, and I will say it again. It ain't going to take 8 films. I'm telling you right now, I've said this before, I will say it again, if Batman vs. Superman is awesome, like Guardians of the Galaxy level awesome, if it is awesome, you're not talking about these little characters that nobody's ever heard of before, like Guardians of the Galaxy. You're talking about the 2 most iconic names in superhero comic book history, Batman and Superman. Nothing else comes close. Don't care how popular Iron Man gets, don't care how popular Avengers get. You go to the shadiest corner of some Italian pub in Florence and show the Superman symbol, everybody knows who that is. These are what I call the 2 biggest bullets in DC's gun, and they're putting all their eggs in one basket. It's a big gamble, because you fail at this, you're going to fail hard and ruin everything. But you knock this out of the park. Then the next film, and this is what I said on Mailbag this weekend. My measurement, my analytics for this, if you will, about measuring is, has DC caught up to Marvel? My analytics for it is this. If you said a DC movie's coming out tomorrow and a Marvel movie's coming out tomorrow, which one, just generic, which one is the average movie-going audience more excited about? Marvel, because they've earned it. They've had a great track record of success. But I am telling you right now, if Batman vs. Superman, the 2 most iconic superheroes in the history of the world, has this amazing Guardians of the Galaxy level quality kind of amazing film, then the next one, be it Justice League or whatever, it's going to outdo Avengers 3. It's just, people are going to look forward to now the next DC movie as much as they're looking forward to the Marvel movie. And if that's the case, if you've got 2 properties and everybody's now looking forward to them equal, then that, you've got to say they've caught up. And so it's not going to take 8 films. It's going to take 1. It's going to take 1 to completely make them catch up, and it's going to take 1 to completely ruin them, depending on how this goes, which we'll have to wait and see. But that's just the way I see it. So am I looking at it this the right way? Are there different measurements I should be going at this with?
Well, I mean, in my opinion, you're half right, half wrong. So I mean, just as far as I feel, it's like you're right that Batman vs. Superman will, if it is amazing, it'll carry over everybody who loves all like 12 of the Marvel movies that have already come out that are in their own cinematic universe, and give DC that chance now to expand their cinematic universe. But now, did I hear this right? Is Shazam not part of the DC cinematic universe? Has that been confirmed?
No, has not been confirmed. It's all still speculation based on the comments from the legendary guy.
I think that would be a big mistake.
Or new line guy.
A giant mistake if Shazam isn't part of the DC cinematic universe. I think from now on, they should learn their lesson from Marvel, and all the movies should be tied together so that you can have a DC universe. This kind of stuff where everything's separate, it's too fragmentary. So, I mean, I feel like, yes, if DC, the Batman vs. Superman is a giant hit, it does level the playing field, but then it's up to DC to come out with the next 2 or 3 movies that are just as good.
Right.
So once they level up, they got to stay on that level. So
I think having Shazam in his own universe would be a stroke of genius. But
really?
That's just me, yeah.
I agree with you very much. I think that it's definitely possible. I think it's likely, if the movie, like you're saying, is going to be the huge success that I hope it is. I hope I love it as much as I think I might. You're right. I think these characters transcend comic books. They're icons, and people, like you said, all over the world know who they are. If this can bring this entirely new generation these heroes in a way that they have been packaged and brought to generations before them in ways that have wowed those audiences, but now we're doing this in the 21st century, I think it's huge. I think it'll blow the doors off of everything. I hope that it does, because it's, from the sounds of everything that's coming out of the production right now of Superman v. Batman, it sounds like it's going to be good, and I think everybody's hoping for it. And you also have that. You have a lot of fans that are really rooting for this film. I know there's a lot of haters out there, but there's also a lot of people that really just want this to be good. So you have a lot of goodwill on the part of the audience that are willing to come out and give it a shot. And I think it's definitely possible. And I think you're right. I don't think it necessarily needs 8 films. If this one isn't a huge critical success, then they might need 8 films. But who knows? It's just a number, right? I mean, could take 3.
And that's the risk with putting all your eggs in one basket. If they don't do well on this, I think it's going to do more than take 8 films. I think they've ruined themselves. I think they just got to start from scratch again.
Who is the judge in Batman v Superman? Because it's obviously a 2-hour courtroom drama. Who is going to be the kunk?
Maybe it's Wonder Woman.
That's right.
Maybe it's Wonder Woman.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.